with Vermillion Enterprises. Today is December 13th, 2024. Happy Friday the 13th. So it's a good day here in the shop. Fun fact, I opened my shop 11 years ago on a Friday the 13th. So it's come full circle, I guess. It is Friday. We got gold sitting just below 2,700. Silver sitting just below $31 per ounce. Volatility, up and down, making real movements. The big boys and girls are definitely making bank on these little micro moves. And I don't see that happening or stopping anytime soon. So I think, it's volatility is definitely here to stay. It's Friday. We're going into the week. Business has been super brisk. This has been probably the busiest week we've had in a couple of months. People are dumping like crazy, and we're happy to help, and we want to continue with that trend. If with being able to help liquidate stacks for whatever the various reasons are, I think someone posted this there's been a number of comments lately on our videos about why people are dumping their stacks, and there are multiple reasons. Let's run them down, Tim. What's the number one reason that we hear right now is probably paying taxes or paying insurance bills. It's that kind of time of the year. A lot of people coming in. We just got our real estate taxes in November, so this area has until March 1 to pay them. So people are falling back on their stacks to pay them. People are coming in every day for selling various things to pay their insurance. So we've been buying a lot of scrap gold lately for the reason of taxes, to pay the taxes and to pay insurance. So, and various insurances, right? Mostly homeowners insurance because the premiums have skyrocketed so far. Those are probably the two big ones that I hear here in the shop. We kind of transitioned away from home repairs after the hurricanes. I think people are getting to the other side of that. There's still some of that though, where people are coming in and selling large amounts of bullion and scrap to cover those expenses, waiting on the insurance companies to pay out, which unfortunately will take forever. But those are definitely the three. Then we have, of course, it's Christmas, right? It's holidays time. People are traveling, buying Christmas gifts. And then also, last deal of the day yesterday, gentleman coming in selling a stack for crypto. So, that's the other thing. There's a large number of people who have built up a stack who are transitioning from precious metals into crypto. And I get it. It's exciting. Crypto's fun, right? It's moving a lot more than gold and silver does, and so I get it. It's a lot more. It's the shiny new bauble. Let's put it that way. And I think it's attracting a lot of interest from people who would normally be stacking gold and silver. So those things are all undeniably happening here, at least regionally. Maybe not so much outside of this area, but definitely in the southeast, that is definitely happening. I think that pretty much covers the main reasons why people are selling en masse right now. So it is Friday, so I figured we'd run some premiums and inventory updates to carry us through the weekend. I don't think there's really any changes here, but we'll run it down real quick, and then after that we'll answer and respond to some questions, comments that were left on our last premiums video. All right, Tim, foreign gold. We buy foreign gold bars up to 1 ounce. So we're talking about modern bullion here, such as maple leafs, Krugerrands, kookaburras, pesos, pandas, kangaroos, all that type of material at 98% of spot or melt. That also includes older foreign gold too, like sovereigns, marks, francs, ducats, pesos, lira, ducats, any of that type of material, coronas. We buy all that material at 98% of melt. We also buy raw pre-33 gold, U.S. gold at 98% of melt. Graded pre-33 gold, as long as it's straight graded, we do buy that at melt or higher depending on what it is. Also, U.S. gold commemorative coins, the $5 and $10 coins that are minted by the U.S. Mint. They come in the capsules. We buy those at 98% of melt. And then, of course, gold bars up to 1 ounce, we buy at 98% of melt, too. All right, gold eagles and gold buffaloes. One thing, when we have 1 ounce gold foreign in the shop, we got a couple of half ounces piece too. We do sell that to spot price of gold. So just touch on that briefly. I don't stock it, whatever you want to say. But when we do make a refinery run, we do dump whatever we have. But if in between those runs, you come in the shop and we got it, we will sell it to you at the spot price of gold. All right, gold eagles, gold buffaloes, we're still buying them at the spot price of gold, and we're selling them at the spot price of gold plus 4%. I don't see that changing now, but it could if demand keeps waning. The wholesalers have dropped their bids on these by a half to a full point. So we'll see. It's not to the point yet where they are melting U.S. gold buffaloes or eagles, but it may get to that if we don't see a change here in demand. All right, so we buy those at spot, sell them at spot plus 4%. Fractional gold eagles, 1/10 ounce gold eagles, we're buying at melt plus 4%, selling at melt plus 11%. Quarter ounce gold eagles, we're buying at melt plus 2%, selling at melt plus 9%. And half ounce gold eagles, we're buying at melt and selling at melt plus 7%. That's for BU retail friendly material. No, not scruffy or jewelry grade pieces, pocket pieces, that type of thing. We'll still buy those, but obviously it's at a diminished price. Stocking stuffers. All right, MS63 and MS64 Morgans we have in stock. These are common date NGC or PCGS graded Morgans. 63s we're selling for 70. 64s we're selling for 90. These are going to be NGC or PCGS graded Morgans, 1878 to 1904. Common dates. You'll see various generational holders, and you'll see various levels of toning on these coins. I am out of 65s at the moment. All right, Platinum Eagles, I'm starting to restock these here, guys and gals. Got to a price point that I wanted to start putting them back into inventory. We are buying 1 ounce Platinum Eagles. These are BU retail friendly Platinum Eagles that we're talking about here. We're buying them at the spot price of Platinum plus $120, and we're selling for this Platinum price plus $170. So if you have any that you would like to sell, we're interested in buying them. If you would like to pick some up, we are interested in purchasing them. Remember, 2023 was the last year on these. U.S. Mint is not making any more Platinum Eagles. So if you want them, they are all backdated. So there are no 2024 Platinum Eagles. There will be no 2025 Platinum Eagles in Business Strike. I do believe they still are making the proofs, but not in the Business Strike. All right, generic silver, Tim. We are buying generic silver. 1 ounce rounds, 5 ounce bars, 10 ounce bars, kilos, 100 ounce bars at the spot price of silver minus $1. We're selling it at the spot price of silver. That includes kilos and hundreds. I am out of kilos and hundreds. We did another melt run last night, so I put all the big silver in there and got rid of that. So we do have in stock plenty of rounds, plenty of 5 ounce bars, plenty of 10 ounce bars. If you're interested in purchasing them, they will be sold at spot. This is all random material, so we don't separate it by design. We just verify it, make sure it's good, and put it in a stack, and whatever comes in goes out randomly. So it comes in randomly, it goes out randomly, folks. So if you come in and ask, hey, do you got any sunshine bars? My response is going to be like, probably. But I don't have it sorted that way. We just have it sorted by weight and what's been processed. So if you're interested in generic silver at spot, we got it. Come on in. We'll be happy to set you up. Junk 90, we're still buying it at spot price of silver minus $1 per ounce. Wholesale on this is now spot minus 50 cents to spot minus 90 cents per ounce on Junk 90. So we're like right there with the big boys and girls, they'll probably be dropping it to $1 to $1.50 back. And the reason why they go further negative on the delta with this than 999, because when they refine and smelt the junk 90 to turn it back into 999, there's some more processing fees. So they got to be a little cheaper on the buy when it's getting burned versus the 999. So that's why it's a little cheaper to wholesale junk 90 versus 999. We are currently still selling junk 90 at the spot price of silver plus 50 cents per ounce. That probably will change here in the near future if demand stays at what it is. So we will see. Right now I'm going to hold those prices. I am not burning 90% at the moment. I'm going to keep stocking it. If we get loads of it in, I'll just transition out my 999 to burn rather than burning the 90. Not because I really care about the historical value of it. It's just that when things get ramped up, like we saw during COVID, 90% in Silver Eagles tend to have the highest premiums. So it's just a strategy business move on my end. But we'll see. Oftentimes my strategies have paid off. Few times they haven't though, but we'll see. But this is what I am currently doing right now in my shop. All right, foreign silver. We have a number of tubes of retail friendly maple leafs ready to go. Remember, those are in tubes of 25. Those are solid date retail friendly tubes of maples. We're selling at the spot price plus $1 per ounce. And Britannias, we got 2 or 3 tubes of those left, solid date retail friendly tubes at a spot price of silver plus $1 per ounce. And remember, both the Britannias and the maples come in 25 count tubes. So they're not like the Silver Eagles or the generic rounds where they come in tubes of 20. Those are tubes of 25. Then what do we got next, Tim? We got off quality American Silver Eagles. We buy these at the spot price of silver plus 50 cents per ounce. And we sell them for the spot price of silver plus $2 per ounce. These are for off quality American Silver Eagles. They're going to have surface abrasions, milk spots, overtoning, colorized, scruffy, maybe rim dings. This material that we do not consider retail friendly. It's going to be random date material. Now when we're buying these are when they come in onesie twosie or random date tubes where they're not all the same date or they have surface blemishes. We buy them at the spot price of silver plus 50 cents per ounce, selling them at plus 2. If you come in with tubes of Silver Eagles, even if they're solid tubes, we're going to go through them. We're going to make sure that they're retail friendly. If we start seeing milk spots, they are considered off quality. Now, retail friendly solid date tubes of Silver Eagles, we do buy these at the spot price of silver plus $2 per ounce, and we sell them for the spot price of silver plus $4 per ounce. We do have these live in the shop, ready to go if you are interested. That's going to be for BU retail friendly materials, solid date tubes. That means every coin in the tube is the same date, and these coins will not have milk spots on them. If they have milk spots on them, they're kicked off into the off-quality designation. All right, Tim, did I miss anything?
Sounds like you got everything covered. Oh, we're in store only.
Yes, I'm going to get through all the logistics here. Yes, Tim's right. Through the holidays, we are not shipping due to we just want to minimize losses. The couriers are overburdened this time of the year, as always. And so we just turn off the shipping department during this time of the year. So all purchases live here in the shop only, we're not shipping. All right, we'll resume that in January when things calm down for the couriers. We do this every year. It's just a safeguard on our level. We accept payment here in the shop via cash, wire transactions, Zelle payments, and also scrap metal. So if you have old gold jewelry that is laying around that you don't wear anymore, 10 karat, 14, 18, 22 karat, we will either cash you out at 90% of value, or we will put as a credit towards the purchase of stackable precious metals at 90% of its rate. So if you got $1,000 of the gold jewelry, we'll pay you $900. If you got $10,000 of the gold jewelry, we'll pay you $9,000. If you got $100,000 of the gold jewelry, we'll pay you $90,000. And the same holds true for sterling silver flatware, hollowware, tableware, tea sets, sterling silver rounds, all that type of material, we pay 90% of value. The value is determined based on the weight, the purity of the metal, and then also whatever the spot price of gold or silver is at the time of the transaction. So and again, that we can either cash you out on, or we can convert that into stackable precious metals, whatever you prefer. We'll be happy to help. All right, so yes, we're Vermillion Enterprises. We're located at 5324 Spring Hill Drive in sunny Spring Hill, Florida. And a little chilly out today, but I think it's going to warm up and be a nice weekend. We are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if there's anything we can do for you, please reach out to the shop and we will be happy to help. All right, as we talked about earlier today in the video, I said we go through 4 or 5 different comments / questions that were asked or posted in our last video. And because sometimes people enjoy my responses to these questions or comments. If you know, sometimes people post questions that can the answer can be beneficial to everybody. So I will let's run down through a few of these that I think people might find interesting. Tim, what do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. If you guys have questions or comments that you want to leave, please do so, and we'll do our best to respond to them. All right. High Tones Drifter Kent 6600 posted, even the refineries won't want silver soon. By New Year's Eve, people will be throwing their silver in the streets. What do you think about that, Tim?
Sounds like a Bible verse.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's not happening. The refineries will always buy silver as long as the COMEX is accepting it. And because that is the ultimate output for it. If that day comes where they won't accept it, then maybe the refineries won't take it, but that's definitely not going to happen between now and New Year's Eve. And the only thing that might happen, and there's no appearance that this is going to happen this year, but if this downtrending in demand for bullion products continues into the 2025, especially if it continues deep into 2025, what might happen is that the refineries and wholesalers may get into a slow pay where there's like a net 30-day pay on delivered goods. That is something that is real. We have precedent of that happening before. So that's the only thing that could happen that in the near future that I see as someone who deals with this material on a daily basis. So I think that covers that. You know, if you guys disagree or agree, hey, comment on that. Let us know what you are thinking. MaxStack4901 asks, are more limited bullion coins like kookaburras, dolphins, lunars, libertads, etc. also being liquidated and melted? Definitely being liquidated. We're buying a lot of that type of material on a regular basis. The premiums for that material have largely diminished, except for specific years. But being melted, I would doubt that material is being melted. For example, something I saw on the wholesale channels yesterday or the day before, prospectors, Engelhart prospector rounds. Those always carried a hefty premium, and obviously limited production. I believe the last year that they were minted was 1987. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that was the last year that they were issued by Engelhart. There used to be a significant premium on those rounds where you could get +5 and up on them. Now wholesale on them is like +$1. So they have come down tremendously and premium wise because of the lack of demand for silver right now, especially collectible silver. And so the things like libertads and kookaburras and dolphins, that type of thing, also are following that suit. So being liquidated and melted, no, I wouldn't say, or being liquidated, yes. Being melted, no, I would not say that is happening yet. Could we get there? Sure. Especially if silver really jumps up in price, gets in that $40 to $50 range, then anything and everything is on the table to be destroyed. So that is, but I don't think it's happening yet. All right. I'm probably going to not say this guy's name or lady's name correctly, but I'm going to try. Over Oliver 52 says this guy, being me, is giving off Billy Bob Thornton in Landman vibes. So I know Landman is a TV show because I've seen the trailers come across my feed. I don't watch TV, so I don't really know what the show is ultimately about or what Billy Bob Thornton's character is like ultimately. Tim, any insight on this?
None.
Tim doesn't watch TV either. We're too busy to watch TV. So Billy Bob Thornton and Landman vibes? I don't know. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I'm not sure. But I'll have to check that out. What do you think, Tim?
Maybe a mixture of John Malkovich.
John Malkovich. All right. I watched, what was the movie? Armageddon. That had Billy Bob Thornton in it. I liked his character in there. And then, of course, we all like Bad Santa, right?
Yep.
All right. So, I'm not sure if I'm giving off Landman vibes or not. Or if I am, is that a good thing or a bad thing? All right. Let's see. Trent Armstrong 5000 says melting 90%, being 90% silver, junk 90, will be shown to be a huge mistake one day. U.S. Mint not making any more of it. Definitely the Mint is not making any more of it. 999 bullion can be made all day by 100 different private mints. 90% will be the ultimate tool for survival and barter in a postmodern economy. If anything survives World War III. I'd buy it all if I had the means. All right, well, that's definitely the prepper mentality, right? That's what a lot of preppers think, and the prepper movement is huge in this country for sure. They probably are the largest buyer of 90% silver as a group. This post-apocalyptic, fallout scenario, if that ever did happen, it doesn't matter what, you have stored in the way that you think is going to be used for commerce. It's, people that need their meds are going to be gone because there's not going to be any medication. There's not going to be any grocery stores. The most valuable assets you could have at that point will be rifles and ammunition, because then you can just take what you want. All right. What do you think about that, Tim?
It's an interesting concept. I just tend to think more of a Peter Drucker's post-capitalist society, but that's going down a whole nother rabbit hole, and I think that has to do more with crypto. But yeah,
I don't. The post-apocalyptic scenario, I never really bought into, because basically that means nuclear war, and if that happens, everything's over. You wouldn't even want to be here. So here in the sense of living at that point. All right. AH5836 says Bitcoin is up big. Yep. Well, it was at 100,000. I don't know if it still is or not. Is it, Tim?
I think so.
Yeah, you're more tuned into that than I am. Stocks are up big. Yep. Hope and optimism for the country is up big. I think there's some truth to that. I really do. I feel that way. Metals are going to take a back seat, unfortunately, and they are. Demand-wise, they are. But as this viewer says, spot prices are still holding, and they are. Silver is still over $30 per ounce. Gold is just south of $2,700, which is awesome. So yeah, I pretty much agree with everything this person is saying. And right now, cryptocurrency is the new shiny bauble, as I said. Will that wear off? Possibly. I think there's some real issues that need to be addressed with it before it becomes more mainstream. Specifically, how to protect your holdings in it long term. That's the thing about gold and silver. Why, at least gold, why I don't think it'll ever go away, because of the physical possession of it. The old mantra: if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And that's the big concern with crypto, right? Or paper stocks or anything such as that. If you don't physically possess it. It can obviously be taken away from you in a couple clicks of a button. So that is why I think gold will always survive the test of time. Silver, we'll see. But yeah, I pretty much agree with everything that this guy is saying. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah.
And I should, don't assume gender, damn it, Tim. A guy or gal. So I don't know. But yeah, I agree. And what do you guys and gals think about that? I think that is pretty much spot on. I think the interest in gold will circulate back when the novelty of crypto has really kind of worn off, but time will tell. Tim, what was the conspiracy theory you told me yesterday about crypto?
Everyone's gonna be paying the capital gains tax.
And so that's why they're running it up?
Running it up so everyone gets in there, and then eventually people take profits, and then they go, capital gains time.
Yeah, all right, well, that makes sense. Yeah, the truth is in the States, if you make money, you got to pay taxes on it. Doesn't matter how you make the money. Technically, even if you run a garage sale and you take in profits, the IRS, once it's cut, they'll never enforce that. But they'll definitely get involved with the crypto. That's for sure, especially the gains that people are making.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if there is anything else we can do for you guys and gals out there in YouTube land, please let me know. We are here to help. We are staying capitalized. We're not getting long in the tooth on product. So we are turning and burning. This is the least amount of product I have kept in my shop in years. And so we're just making sure that we can help you guys liquidate as you need to, because obviously that seems to be the theme right now. And maybe when gold and silver trickle back down in price, demand will go back up. Time will tell. We will see. But in the meantime, if there's anything we can do for you, please reach out to the shop. We'll be happy to help. But remember, we're not shipping and opening the shipping department back up until after the new year. So please don't try to call in and place orders for us to ship, because we're not taking orders to ship. Just across the counter business for right now. Hey, you guys and gals, have a great weekend and enjoy the weather. We definitely appreciate it. And if there's anything we can do for you, reach out. Thank you.